Oh, good evening, baseball fans. Welcome to another edition of NDBA Game Day Live. Got for you tonight the Thorold Anchors and the St. Catharines Cobras in the last game of the NDBA regular season. That'll be Sean Silva taking on Kyle D'Angela. And you're seeing the Thorold Anchors bat first here at McMillan Park. That is because they are the away team tonight. This field being used on an emergency basis. And so in the home dugout is the Thorold Anchors, but they'll be batting in the top of the inning versus bottom where you would normally see them here at McMillan Park. So leading things off is Connor Gamble, number 16, playing second base tonight. 6 RBI for Connor Gamble in 20 at-bats this year. He takes a big cut and fouls that one off. Ryan Gaznick catching for the St. Catharines Cobras tonight. Couldn't squeeze it. Give you some specs on Sean Silva here as he pitches outside to Connor Gamble. 2-2. So Silva on the season 9 innings pitched. He's allowed 3 earned runs for a 2.33 ERA, so just a small sample size. He's talking to Cobra's skipper, Stonewall Jackson, before the game. He says the plan tonight is to not burn through his pitching. Of course, the winner of tonight's game will take on the Fort Erie Cannons tomorrow night at Oaks Park, Fort Erie. So, a lot on the line tonight. Loser finishes in 7th place and will play Beamsville on Friday. That one drops in, strike 3. Good change of speed there for Sean Silva as he rings up Connor Gamble.
37, Adam Bartlett.
And we got one down here in the first inning. This is Adam Bartlett. And while we got a second here in between, we will quickly show you the starting lineup for the Thorold Anchors. Just give me a minute for it uploads. No fancy lineups tonight, no time. Connor Gamble, you saw leading things off. Adam Bartlett in behind him, who's batting right now. Tony Brown is in right field tonight. Riley Gamble DHing, still a little banged up. Jacob Turner behind him. Dan Smith at third. Drew Timlock plays in left field. Dylan Guion is catching. Luis Rodriguez, the extra hitter, because Kyle D'Angelo will not bat. He's the starting pitcher. And Cole Youngblood, center field, rounds things out. Adam Bartlett just popped one foul. We'll fix the shadowy picture in between innings. That sun always plays havoc on me here at McMillan Park. Can never quite find the right angle for the first few innings, but once the sun settles down, it turns into quite a quality picture. So hang with us. I'll get a better picture for us between innings, and we'll just enjoy what we got for now. So here comes Adam Bartlett. Batting .350 on the year. He's having a great season. He's playing shortstop tonight for the Thorold Anchors. It's down 1-2, and he gets rung up as well. Strike 3.
Start fielder number 25, Tony Brown.
So Silva with a couple backwards Ks to start the game off. Yeah, the Cobras starter looks sharp. 2 down in the first now, Tony Brown. Right field tonight. Brown cuts on that one. And it's going to go down the left side and miss the cars back behind. Foul on the left side here. Last week when we were here on Thursday night, actually, ball came off the bat of a Thorold Anchors player and actually smashed a windshield in behind on the street. There's a ball from Silva, 1-1. Tony Brown's batting .238 on the year, 6 RBI. His teammates say he'll have a breakout campaign in the OBAs this year. Into right field, underneath that one, is Cole Stewart for the last out. So the Anchors go 1-2-3 in the first inning, bottom half coming up. When we return from McMillan Park, stick with us through the break.
Leading off for St. Catharines, center fielder number 8, Corey Stewart.
Yeah, welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the first inning. We will get a banner up for you there. Anchor 0, Cobras 0 at this stage. And we'll introduce starting pitcher Kyle D'Angela into the ball game. Anchors throwing their best pitching at the St. Catharines Cobras tonight. It's a win and you're in situation. So D'Angelo, 28 in the third innings on the season. He's allowed 15 earned runs for a 3.71 ERA. Last season, D'Angelo lit up the NDBA, 49 in the third, 2.27 ERA, and one pitcher of the year. This is on the ground from leadoff batter Corey Stewart. Adam Bartlett, who's at short tonight, makes the play in time, one down.
The left fielder number 38, Colin Donnelly.
And so we'll introduce the St. Catharines Cobras starting lineup. Just a chicken scratch from Stonewall Jackson tonight. Corey Stewart in center field, who just grounded out. Colin Donnelly in behind him. He's in left. Ryan Gaznick is catching. Serge Gervais at third. Sean Silva will bat fifth and pitch tonight. Steve Yerry at second, followed by Tyler Wilson, who's at short. And then Joe Meisner at first and Cole Stewart. Rounding out the top nine, Cole and Corey Stewart both manning the outfield tonight. Batting 1-9 in the lineup. Those two, last time we saw them, were a pretty good combination. We got a tough customer here in Kyle D'Angelo to deal with tonight. Donnelly cuts through that. And it's 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the first. One popped up. This is on the infield. Kyle D'Angelo not afraid to step off and make the play. He does. 2 down.
The catcher number 12, Ryan Gaznick.
And D'Angelo is one of those pitchers that is confident in his ability to make plays defensively. Some pitchers you see, especially, well, not especially, but somewhat in the NDBA, will take a step back and let their fielders handle that one. Kyle D'Angelo likes to play both sides of the baseball for sure. So 2 down now, Ryan Gaznick stands in. Gaz is 250 on the season, leads his team with 11 RBI. Cobras have struggled offensively all year. They got a good starting 9 tonight. Gaz takes there, 2-0. Without Brad Vaders tonight, who also would have been a good addition to this starting 9. Angela 2-0 to Gaznick and drops that one inside. Gaznick way ahead, 3-0. Taking again and drawing a 4-pitch walk is the Cobras catcher.
The third baseman, number 33, Serge Gervais.
So still 2 down in the inning. And it's the cleanup batter, Serge Gervais. 30 at-bats for Serge on the year. He's 267. There's 5 RBI to go along with that. He's been in and out of the lineup for the Cobras this year. Takes inside there, ball 1. Angela 5 straight balls now. Like to come back here with a strike if he can. Runner going. The throw from Dylan Guion, who's catching tonight, is into shallow center. Good cover by Adam Bartlett at short. Stolen base, Ryan Gaznick. He moves into scoring position. Still 2 down in the inning. The outfield is very wet tonight. There's a little dribbler down the third base line, and Smith will touch up foul. It's Smith and Bartlett manning the left side tonight. Connor Gamble and Jacob Turner on the right. So 1-2 to Serge Gervais. Angela taking a long look in at the signs, and Gervais will step back. No score in the top of the first, 2 down. Middle of your screen, Ryan Gaznick is nothing but shadows. One, 2. Angela looking to put this one away in the dirt. Good block from Guion back there. Angela resets. Looking to throw Gervais the chair and get out of this inning. Just missing outside. Full count. Tough to say where some of these pitches miss, but payoff. Guys will be going. This is on the ground. Could be trouble. Dan Smith can't make a play, and he's got Gaz hung up. Not quite. Infield hit for Gervais.
The pitcher, number 21, Sean Silva.
Mentioned it's very wet in the field here at McMillan Park tonight. A couple spots in the outfield. Very spongy. Just about an hour before game time today. So Gervais reaches safely, and the inning continues now. It's the pitcher, Sean Silva. Silva cuts through that first pitch. Gervais on the move. And he'll have to go back to first. Foul ball. Silva's batting .214 on the season. This is his 13th game. He's in a pitcher today for the Cobras. He had a good first inning and could really make it better here with a base hit. Checking on Gervais. Angela's always very conscious of the runners on base. He's got an excellent pickoff move. Especially going to first base as the southpaw. Gervais on the move again. That one sails high. Guion won't even try it. Stolen base, Serge Gervais. Counts 1-1. There are 2 down in the bottom of the first. Would really like to fix the shadows. This is on the ground. Another tough play for Smith at third. He's got to fire fast. Good pick by Turner, but it's not in time. RBI. for Sean Silva. Makes it 1-0 St.
The second
Catharines.
baseman, number 2, Steve Derry.
So the Cobras, who have struggled all year to maintain a good offense, have cashed in the first inning now in back-to-back games. Did mention before they took the bats in this first inning that this was the lineup to do it. 1 through 9 looks pretty good for St. Catharines today. They continue now. Steve Derry, number 2, playing second base tonight, and there's D'Angela's pickoff move. They got him hung up. Silva never saw it coming. He's the third out at the bottom of the first, so the Cobras strike for 1. Lead at 1-0. We'll be back with the top of the second. Stick with us through the break.
The second inning for the Anchors, designated hitter number 13, Riley Gamble.
And welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the second inning. We got Cobras 1, Anchors 0 at this stage in the game. Sean Silva, who went 1-2-3 in the first inning, gets Riley Gamble to pop up on the first pitch. Serge Gervais, right on the left side of your screen there, makes the play, 1 down.
The first baseman, number 6, Jacob Turner.
So Silva in the ball game needed just 15 pitches to get through the top of the first. And he's got the number 5 batter now, Jacob Turner. Turner playing first base tonight. Breaking ball outside from Silva. Turner's batting 120 on the year, making a spot start at first base. A lot of Turner's action comes off the bench, dodges that one on the inside part of the plate, 2-0. In 25 at bats, Turner just 3 hits so far. Takes there, strike 1. Only seen Silva in 9 innings in 2023 coming in, but he looks good so far tonight, hitting all of his spots thus far. That one maybe drops a little too far in front of Ryan Gasnick, and it's 3-1. Gasnick doing the catching tonight for Silva, and you got Serge Gervais at third, Tyler Wilson at short, so a good left side This has popped up. Steve Derry coming in. Makes the play, 2 down.
The third baseman, number 29, Dan Smith.
So Silva gets the first 2 batters to pop up and out, and quickly 2 down in the 3rd inning. This is Dan Smith, the number 6 batter. Smith's batting .238 on the year, 4 RBI and 42 at-bats. That one drops in from Silva. Must have missed inside, 1-1. Smith makes up part of that left side for the Anchors. That is very reliable defensively. Smith coming in, .238 average, would like to clean that up a little bit. Fouls that one off, it's 2-2. That's Joe Meisner, right side of your screen at first base. A bunch of veterans in the infield for St. Catharines today. They're looking to clean it up after a rough go on Saturday night. Smith fouls that one off. Cobras committed 5 errors in that shellacking by the Maritime Alliance on Saturday. Of course, that was a wash game for them. 2-2. Smith cranks it into center field. It's going to be tough for anyone out there tonight. Cole Stewart dives and he can't make the play. That's a costly dive for Corey Stewart. Very wet out there in the outfield tonight. They're going to send the Thorold Anchors.
Left fielder, number 26, Drew Timlock.
So a long single for Dan Smith snaps the 5-in-a-row streak retired by Sean Silva to start the game. And we got Drew Timlock now with 2 down here in the top of the 2nd. Timlock shoots that one into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Oh, never mind. I'm not too sure what happened there. Good view block from where I sit here in the booth. So I guess that one caught by Steve Derry. Inning over. Anchors break through with a hit from Dan Smith and get nothing else. 1-0 Cobras as we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Stick with us through the break. Yeah, welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the second inning now. I've totally messed it up. Battery change in between innings, and I've totally blocked all the views. Give me a minute.
The shortstop.
Alright, much better. So we just saw Steve Derry reach safely at first base. And now we take a look here at Tyler Wilson, the shortstop. Wilson 308 on the season is good for first on the team among eligible batters, and there goes D'Angelo again. This time he nails the veteran Steve Derry with the pickoff move. Second one of the game already. One down here in the bottom of the first or second inning. Yikes, D'Angelo dangerous with that pickoff move so far. This one's shot upstairs to Wilson, and it's 1-1. So the Anchors erase that leadoff single from Steve Derry. And now Wilson pops this one up, and it's going to go out of play on the right side. So that one gets up and out of play, and it's 1-2 to Wilson. D'Angelo had one run in the first. It was on an RBI single to Sean Silva. Fired, and he missed inside. 2-2. Cobras have struggled offensively all year. Scored one run or less in 7 games this year. That one a shot down the right side, and it's a base hit down the first base line. It's gonna scoop past Tony Brown in right, and cruising into second base with a double is Tyler Wilson.
The first baseman, number 16, Joe Meisner.
So Wilson comes through with a 1-out double, and he moves it along for Joe Meisner. Still one down here in the bottom of the second. Just gonna take another step off, and I want to move the camera so bad. No, it's okay. So it was still 1-out in the inning. D'Angelo will face Meisner. Meisner 146 on the season, 41 at bats. He's having a down year, but is still capable of putting bat on the ball. Last season he batted 348 in the neighborhood. So he's really come down after a terrific 2022. Taking there, and that's a strike. 1-1. Meisner and then Cole Stewart. And then the top of the lineup for St. Catharines. Wilson at second, 1-out in the second. Cut on and missed, strike 2. This was a home run swing from Joe Meisner. D'Angelo ahead in the count. No strikeouts so far, which is a bit uncharacteristic. Reaches back for something extra there. Fires outside, 2-2. This could be D'Angelo's last start of 2023. He's headed back to school on Monday, according to some reports. It's tough when you've got guys that have commitments elsewhere, especially when there's such pivotal players on your team and they leave you right when it matters most. 2-2. One out here in the second. Runner going. Cut on and miss strike 3. Leon will cede the base to Tyler Wilson. So Meisner down on strikes. Wilson to third with the stolen base.
Right fielder number 13, Cole Stewart.
And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, Cole Stewart. Stewart coming in 233 on the year. This is his first at bat against Kyle D'Angelo. He's got 2 outs here. Big swing from Cole there, strike 1. Cobras already up 1-0 on an RBI single from Sean Silva back in the first. And now they got roughly the same situation here. Corey Stewart, 2 down. Cuts on that one. Dribbles it foul down the left side, 0-2. Talking to assistant manager Chris Cholfi of the Thorold Anchors before the game. Obviously, they want to win this one. Got him! Strike 3! Cole Stewart takes a long, hard look at that fastball from Kyle D'Angelo. So the Cobras strand a man at third base. Still lead at 1-0 as we head to the third inning. Stick with us through the break.
Leading off the third inning for the Anchors, the catcher number 12, Dylan Gullion.
And welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the third inning. We had a good one cooking here between the Cobras and Anchors. 1-0 for the home team. Yes, the home team. Cobras home despite playing at McMillan Park tonight. This is the last day of the regular season. Playoffs start tomorrow. Winner of this game tonight will be part of our live stream game tomorrow in Fort Erie. 7:30 start for that one, game 1. Between the home squad Cannons and, again, the winner of this one. Both teams want to win tonight. Talked to both squad captains before the game. I was mentioning there before the break of the half inning that I was chatting with Chris Cholfi before this one tonight, and that one fouled straight back. Good look on the camera there. I was chatting with Chris Cholfi before the game. Obviously, they want to win, but the concern with winning and then playing tomorrow is, well, what do you do? And well, Kyle D'Angelo going tonight for the Anchors, trying to ensure that they get there first. That one shot deep into center field. Corey Stewart's tracking, and he makes the grab, 1 down.
Next hitter, number 37, Luis Rodriguez.
Now here comes the number 9 batter, Luis Rodriguez. Anchor's rolling with 10 batters tonight. Luis is the extra hitter. Good eye there from Luis as he takes that changeup down in the dirt. 1-0. Luis batting 179 on the year. Takes a strike there, 1-1. A lot of question marks for this Anchors team going into the playoffs, but the focus around the locker room right now is OBAs. This team won the C division last year, so looking to defend something of a title, although they'll be playing in A this season as the host of the tournament. Happy to announce to the few of you listening right now that we will be broadcasting that tournament live. Right on. 3 balls and a strike to Luis Rodriguez. And he cuts on that one. Steve Derry at second. Fires in time to Joe Meisner, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 52, Cole Youngblood.
Up comes the number 10 batter, Cole Youngblood, the proverbial anchor of this lineup. Cole usually finds himself at the bottom of this lineup, but for good reason. His speed complements the top of the order very well if he can make it on base. And he does so at an interesting clip. He's 205 on the year and 44 at bats. Speed aside, Cole is also patrolling the center field very efficiently for Thorold this year. Covers a lot of ground out there. He's quickly down 0-2 to Sean Silva here, who's looking for another clean inning in the third. This is popped up and back. Out of play. And out of the ballpark here at McMillan. So Youngblood stays alive. Silva rolling through this lineup very quickly. Deals there, strike 3.
I like that.
Nothing doing for the Anchors there in inning number 3. They still trail 1-0 to the Cobras as we head to the bottom half. Stick with us through the break.
Catharines, center fielder number 8, Corey Stewart.
And welcome back, baseball fans. Brief intermission there, and we're back from the action, or we're back to the action from McMillan Park tonight. Turning into a great night tonight for baseball, despite the overcast all day. Outfield is a little bit wet here at McMillan tonight. There's some soft spots, some muddy spots out there. But we may see a ball drop in and just stick in at some point. If it finds the right spot out there, it's primed for it, for sure. 1-0 Cobras at this point in the ball game, and it'll be the second time through for St. Catharines. They got Corey Stewart, Colin Donnelly, and Ryan Gasnick, the 1-2-3 batters, due up in this half inning. We're looking at Corey Stewart facing Kyle D'Angelo right now. D'Angelo's been good the first couple times through. He'll have 4 hits and a walk, but the couple pickoff moves to first base were successful. And that's been the difference. Cobra's only managing 1 run on those 4 hits. Corey Stewart down 1-2. D'Angelo finding his stride here in this one. Pops up to the right side. Tony Brown's got to come in quite a ways. But it'll back up for the second baseman.
Number 38, Colin Donnelly.
Second baseman Connor Gamble makes the play. 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. See quite a bit of pop-ups here in the early going. So 1 down, Colin Donnelly. Donnelly stands in 237 on the season. Takes the first pitch there, ball 1. Got a decent crowd on hand tonight to take in this one. It's not a home game for the Thorold Anchors tonight. This is a makeup, actually a makeup of a makeup.
All weekend.
Two balls, no strikes to Colin Donnelly. There's 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Donnelly takes there, strike 1. Oh, sorry, strike 2. 2-2. D'Angelo's gotten better as this game has gone on. And he deals in there. Sorry, that one's got to be strike 2. Thought I had it right. So now we got 2-2 to Donnelly. Takes there again, but that one sails away, full count. Bases are clean. D'Angelo with a couple strikeouts first time through, looking for his 3rd of the night. Full count pitch is on the ground, Dan Smith, and it takes a funny bounce, and that's going to get under the glove of Smith at 3rd. Call that an E5.
Catcher number 12, Ryan Gasnick.
Mentioned it's very wet out in the field tonight, and sometimes those bounces that you're used to getting a little bit of a hop on tend to die in the wet grass, and that could have been what was eating at Dan Smith there at 3rd base just now. So runner on. This is Ryan Gasnick. Donnelly saw through that move from D'Angelo. Again, D'Angelo with already a couple of pickoffs tonight. D'Angelo going there again. This time they got Donnelly hung up. A little bit of a rundown here. Throw back to first base and tag made. Jacob Turner, quick on his feet there, tags out Colin Donnelly. That's the 3rd pickoff already for Kyle D'Angelo. So using that move effectively tonight as the Cobras are trying to take every base they can. And they're going to have to wait. Gasnick little tap in frustration there as he sees another base runner cut down by that sneaky move from Kyle D'Angelo. I can see it from here. From where I sit, I can see where and when he's going to go to the bag. But I imagine when you're standing over at first base and the peripheral and everything, he kicks his leg up so high, and it's probably a different look. 1-1 to Gasnick. cut on and miss there. Another big swing from Gaz. And he trails now 1-2. Gaz calls timeout. Taking a walk there. He's Cobras have been subject to his punishment this inning. 1-2. Gaz fires that into left field. The base hit. So the catcher's reached both times tonight, and he draws it here with 2 outs.
The third baseman, number 33, Serge Gervais.
And here's another guy who picked up a hit his last time up. This is Serge Gervais, the third baseman. Single back in the first inning. He made his way to third and was stranded there. The challenge now will be for Gaznick to be able to stay on first base. Not going there. Gervais pops up right side, and that's going to get out of play. Gervais coming in 267 on the year. He's been in and out of the lineup. Takes that one inside. Nearly hit him. Actually, I don't know how it didn't. One and one. D'Angelo not looking again, and Gervais cuts through that. It's down in the count 1-2. It's the last game of the regular season in the NDBA. A lot on the line still. Winner tonight claims the 6th seed. Guys going. That one's down and in. So stolen base for Gaznick, his second of the game. Surprisingly, D'Angelo never went there. His pickoff moves work so well tonight. 2-2 to Serge Gervais, 2 down in the inning. Fires there. Gervais gets a piece. Stays alive in the count. D'Angelo at 52 pitches already. Sorry, that his 53rd. Still haven't seen any arms in the pen for Thorold. Payoff pitch. Oh, sorry, 2-2 again. Now it's 3-2. A little looper there from D'Angelo that didn't quite catch the corner. So Gaznick at second, 2 down in the inning, and now the payoff pitch is on the ground. Dan Smith's got another tough play over there, but he's going to get Gervais with plenty of time. So the Cobras come close, but can't strike in the bottom of the third. Top 4 we go. Stick with us through the break.
fourth inning for the Anchors. Second baseman, number 16, Connor Gamble.
And welcome back, NDBA fans, to the top of the fourth inning. Great game going on between the Cobras and Anchors. 6th seed on the line tonight. And Sean Silva and Kyle D'Angela going toe-to-toe here so far. 1-0 Cobras. As we tee off this fourth inning, it's the top of the lineup for the Anchors. Sean Silva has only faced 10 batters so far. He's got to deal with Connor Gamble, Adam Bartlett, and Tony Brown, who went down in order in the first inning. This is a shot through the right side, a base hit. So Gamble with a leadoff single, just the second hit of the night for Thorold.
The shortstop, number 87, Adam Bartlett.
Keep the line moving now. This is Adam Bartlett, struck out looking his first time up. Comes in batting .350 on the year, 5 RBI in 40 at-bats. Silva checking on Connor Gamble. He's not had a lot of base runners tonight, but he's dealt with them. Managed them pretty well tonight, actually. Better try at Connor this time, but he misses them. Stepping off here is Bartlett. One-run game at this point. Sean Silva just the 2 hits against. Couple of 3 strikeouts, sorry, the first time through. He's really concerned with Connor Gamble right now. Maybe he's trying to do his best Kyle D'Angela impression. D'Angela has 3 picks already tonight. So I'm not sure what's going on now. They may be checking on Connor Gamble over at first. That last slide in looked a little bit awkward. And Aaron McInnes coming out of the dugout. Always concerning when Skipper comes out. Checking on Gamble just out of view there on your right side. Just having a little chat. He's standing under his own power right now. Doing a few stretches, trying to walk off whatever's ailing them at the moment. It's a guy the Anchors don't want to lose. Offense, defense, and pitching. Connor's been a part of every process, and it looks like he'll be no worse for wear. He seems to be able to trot that one off. So Connor stands at first, no worse for wear. Yeah, we're going to keep going here in the top of the fourth inning. Nobody down. Adam Bartlett, the batter. He's got a strike on him already. Little looper from Silva on the ground. Gervais to second for 1. That's all they're going to get. Bartlett grounds into the fielder's choice. 1 down.
Right fielder, number 25, Tony Brown.
Wet grass tonight playing havoc on the fielders. You may have just seen a little exhibition of it there. Gervais had to track that one far to get it. Here comes Tony Brown taking a little bit of chin music up inside. Brown's 0 for 1 tonight. Flied out to the right side. His first time up. Takes a look at that one, and it's going to squeak past Ryan Gasnick all the way to the backstop. So Bartlett takes second on the passed ball. And the tying run's in scoring position. This is the furthest Thorold's pushed a base runner tonight. It's been a good outing for Sean Silva. And the St. Catharines Cobras, talking to Stonewall Jackson before the game, he said he'd like to tighten up defensively in this one. St. Catharines were far from putting on a defensive clinic on Saturday night. So right back to Silva. He checks on the runner and knocks down Tony Brown, 2 down.
The designated hitter, number 13, Riley Campbell.
Good heads-up play by Sean Silva there to track that one down from Tony Brown. If that one gets past him, it's into center field, and the Anchors have tied this ball game. So we got 2 down here for Riley Campbell. Popped up to the left side, caught by Serge Gervais at third, his first time up. 0 for 1. But Gamble having a terrific season. 3rd year in the league, 2nd year for the Thorold Anchors. He's batting .336 with 11 RBI. This one a little shot into left. And coming on, making that grab is Colin Donnelly for out number 3. So the Anchors push a runner to second base. Can't capitalize, they still trail. 1-0 to the Cobras. The end of the second half of the ball game. Stick with us through the break.
Sean Silva.
And welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the 4th inning, second half of the ball game. This one brought to you by Thorold Community Credit Union. Of course, thanking all of our sponsors for the 2023 season. We got a great one brewing here tonight between the Cobras and Anchors. Of course, on your screen there, 1-0 Cobras. That came on an RBI single by Sean Silva back in the 1st, and that's the batter right now. It'll be Silva, Steve Derry, and Tyler Wilson, the 3 due up for St. Catharines in this half inning. 3 of them each collected a hit their first time up. Silva 1 for 1 RBI. But Kyle D'Angelo's gotten better as this game has gone on. And he's picked off 3 St. Catharines Cobras tonight. He's trying to do the best he can to hold this team in this ballgame. 1-1 to Sean Silva. Takes there, and that one sails away, 2-1. Sun's just about gone down here over the horizon at McMillan Park. That one flies way up and out. Angelo lost control of that one a little bit. 3 balls and a strike to Silva. He's looking to pad his lead. He's pitched 4 solid innings so far. He's only needed to face 14 batters to retire the first 12. Cuts on that one and fouls it off. Full count. We're going to switch to, I think, a automatic setting in the next inning.
1-0 Cleveland.
3-2. Silva check swings and fouls it off down the right side. I think he'd be fortunate he got a piece of that one. He definitely went around, even though he looked like he was opting not to towards the end of a swing. Payoff pitch again. Kyle D'Angelo to Sean Silva. Just missed, not sure where. Pushing outside is the umpire. So he loses Sean Silva.
Second baseman number 2, Steve Derry.
It's a leadoff walk, and Steve Derry, 1 for 1 tonight. He's one of those pickoff victims. Kyle D'Angelo has 3 of them tonight. Actually, Silva is also one of those pickoff victims. 3rd out of the first and 1st out of the second. Likes to go home with that one, missing up and away, ball 1. Overcast over most of Niagara today. It's made for some very wet conditions in the field here at McMillan. This is on the ground through the left side, a base hit. So Derry's 2 for 2. And the Cobras have something brewing here in the bottom half of the 4th.
The shortstop, number 9, Tyler Wilson.
So runners at first and second, and nobody out now. Tyler Wilson, the shortstop. 1 for 1, he doubled over the outstretched glove of Tony Brown last time up. Got a good piece on the ball, too. Looked like they were going to go. Runners hold. This is down and away from D'Angelo. Cobras looking to pad their lead. No runs scored since the bottom of the 1st. D'Angelo steps off. Fakes to second, elects not to go. Boy, it got dark in a hurry on us, didn't it? Just the 1 ball to Tyler Wilson. This is a little tapper out in front of the mound, and they're going to let that one go foul. I think Leon doing the pitching, or doing the catching, sorry, for Kyle D'Angelo tonight. No Dylan Dempsey for Thorold tonight. He's been a mainstay. It's odd that he's not in the lineup tonight. He's played in 21 games of the 23, now 24 for Thorold this year. 1-1. Looper in there from D'Angelo. A great pitch, 1-2. Haven't seen him bury a slider like that yet. It's right on top of that one for the strike. That was a strikeout pitch. 1-2, nobody down. Runners are at first and second. Wilson thought about it, but he elects not to go. 2-2. Tight game, 1-0. Angela looking for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. The 2-2. Got him. D'Angelo cuts Wilson down on strikes for third K of the night. For D'Angelo, 1 down.
The first baseman, number 16, Joe Meisner.
And pardon me a minute, I'm just going to up the brightness. And there we go, we can see again. So 1 down now, this is Joe Meisner. Meisner struck out back in the second. Takes a hard cut at the first pitch and is down 0-1 in this count. Runners are first and second, there's 1 down. Bouncer in the dirt, runners hold. You want to keep the double play ball intact if you can. Meisner coming in 146 on the year. He's got 3 RBI. Ducks on the pond here looking to add to the Cobras' 1-0 lead. The 1-1 falls in, strike 2. Another good slider from D'Angelo. That pitch is working right now. D'Angelo's worked himself ahead of Joe Meisner once again, the 1-2. Slider doesn't catch the plate this time. And this is where he's got to come back with some gas. Reach back, something extra. The same way he got Meisner the first time. Something up and in. 2-2. Well, up and in, but Meisner doesn't bite, and the count is full. Joe's a very methodical batter. He's been around the league. And he's seen some quality pitching in his years. Full count pitch. Missing away. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Kyle D'Angelo, and it's going to prompt a meeting from Aaron McInnes here. Ooh, good question. Brad Bakers. Oh. So McInnes out to talk to Kyle D'Angelo for the first time tonight. He's in a bit of a jam here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter for St. Catharines as well. As you saw Brad Vaders come onto your screen there, number 7. Looks like he'll bat in place of Cole Stewart. Cobras have had trouble getting runs on the board this year. They'll take anything they can get. And they haven't had to resort to the small ball here tonight against the Anchors, but they may even just be looking for a sac fly here with the way that this one's gone. So coming off the bench, Brad Vaders, you can see him enter the right side of your screen now.
Pinch hitting for the Cobras, number 7, Brad Vaders.
Brad's got a 275 average coming into tonight, 11 hits on 40 at-bats. He's also got 6 RBI. Takes that first pitch from D'Angelo away, ball 1. Vaders pinch hitting in place of Cole Stewart, the right fielder. We'll see where they put Brad in the top half of the fifth. Cuts on that one and misses. Strike one. Cobras have the bases loaded with just one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now the home team at McMillan Park tonight. This one a makeup game. Taking there, and that one falls out of the zone. 2-1. The Anchors aren't holding any of the base runners on here. Angela cruising that one up high. 3-1. It's a hitter's count now for Brad Vaders. The bases are loaded. So D'Angela's got to come home with something strike-worthy here. The pitch. In there, strike two. You knew he was going to hit his spot. And Vaders hangs on tight. Runners will be going on this 3-2 pitch. Cobras with a 1-0 lead with one out in the bottom of the fourth. They're looking to add to that. The payoff pitch from Kyle D'Angela. Fouled off by Brad Vaders. A little anticlimactic with that setup. If Vaders reaches to the top of the lineup, Corey Stewart. Payoff again. Poked into right field. Tony Brown's got to go back a ways. And is that going to drop? That is going to drop. And the second base with a double is Brad Vaders. 2 runs come across. It's a 3-0 Cobras lead in the bottom of the fourth.
The center fielder, number 8, Corey Stewart.
So Stonewall Jackson must be patting himself on the back in the Cobras dugout right now. That pinch hitter comes through for 2 runs, and the inning continues. It's the leadoff man, Corey Stewart. 0 for 2 tonight. Runners are now at second and third, and there's still one out. Of course, the winner of tonight's game moves on to play Fort Erie tomorrow night. We'll have that one for you as well. This is popped up. It's going to be shallow. No, it's going to drop in. The center fielder was playing deep. And that little pop-up was too far for Connor Gamble to track. Another run comes across, make it 4-0 Cobras. RBI single for Corey Stewart.
Left fielder, number 38, Colin Donnelly.
So D'Angela hanging on tight here. There's still one out in the inning, and runners are on the corners now. This is Colin Donnelly, also 0 for 2, but he's reached on an error. That was back in the third inning. Looking to do some more damage. Cobras already with 3 runs in this half inning. Runner going. And Guion will just give up the base. A stolen one for Corey Stewart. Cobra's fifth stolen base of the night. It's been the difference so far is the Cobras have been able to get on base and make the most of their opportunities. And there's strike one. Sorry, not sure what the count was. I lost track. No, it is 0-1. Taking again there for strike 2. D'Angela could be in fight or flight mode now. Figures if they're going to hit it, they might as well hit it. Fouled back by Donnelly to stay alive. One ball, two strike. Runners are on the corners, and there's one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Cobras have already tacked on 3 runs to take a 4-0 lead. Down away, 2-2. Anchors looking to avoid finishing in the basement of the NDBA standings. The losers' first game is on Friday night in Beamsville. Fouled off again by Donnelly. Good cut to stay alive. Fighting in this at bat against Angela. Kyle's up to 88 pitches at this stage. Can't be primed for too much more. 2-2. Pop straight up. That one was trouble for Cole Youngblood in center field last time, and that's going to fall in again. Some miscues defensively this inning for the Thorold Anchors, and it's costing them big time. 5-0 Cobras now. Here in the bottom of the fourth. RBI single for Colin Donnelly, and that looks like it's Kyle D'Angela's night. Aaron McInnes doesn't go out twice without a purpose. So not the start Kyle D'Angela was looking for. He cruises through the first 3 innings and then runs into some turmoil here in the fourth. Pitching change from McMillan Park. Stick with us through the break.
Gachek.
Hey, we're all warmed up and back from McMillan Park. 5-0 Cobras over the Anchors. They've tacked on 4 runs in this bottom of the 4th already. And we got a new pitcher. It's Justin Vesio West. Anchors pulling out all the stops, trying to take this one and claim 6th place in the NDBA standings. Thanks for joining us tonight. Runner going. It's Colin Donnelly over at first base, and he makes his way to second. That's the 6th stolen base for St. Catharines already tonight. Running at will. They got to Kyle D'Angelo in that last half inning. He had been cruising, 1 run in 3 1/3, and then he gets roughed around here in the 4th. Catcher Ryan Gasnick sends a dart into left field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. And the scorer, Corey Stewart, right behind him, Colin Donnelly. It's a 2-run double for Ryan Gasnick. Make it 7-0 Cobras here in the 4th.
The third baseman, number 33, Serge Gervais.
So keep the line moving. Cobras already with 5 hits in this inning, and Serge Gervais is the 9th batter to see the plate. Serge is 1 for 2 tonight, single in the 1st, grounded out to 3rd his last time up. And he takes the first pitch to the shortstop, who tonight is manned by Adam Bartlett. He makes the play, 2 down. So the Anchors finally get the second out of the 4th inning.
The pitcher, number 21, Sean Silva.
Gasnick comes off, 2 outs, and he's the catcher tonight. And we'll take this inning to where we started it off. Sean Silva, 1 for 1, walked in this inning and scored. Cobras up to 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th to extend their 1-0 lead by a lot. Justin Vesio West has to come in and try to clean up this mess. But we can close the book on Kyle D'Angelo tonight. 3 1/3, 9 hits, 6 earned runs. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts for D'Angelo. Sorry, 7 earned runs for D'Angelo. All of them his so far. Looper from JVW missing. 2-1 to Sean Silva. Cobras are riding Silva's coattails to this 7-0 lead so far. Silva's only had to face 14 batters to retire the first 12. Shot. Not sure where that one missed, but it does. 3-1. Three and 1 from Justin Vesio West. In the dirt ball 4. Silva walks for the 2nd time in this inning. And the inning continues, still 2 down.
The second baseman, number 2, Steve Derry.
So up again in this half inning is Steve Derry. Singled his last time up and scored on the double from Brad Vaders. Vaders cashed a couple runs with that double, a pinch hit. That one sails way up and over. Cobras runners hold. Not looking to add insult to injury in this half inning, no doubt. It's been half an hour since Sean Silva last threw a pitch. Runners are at first and second. You can see them on the right and center of your screen there. Gasnick at second, Silva at first. And this is the 1-0 to Steve Derry. Derry pops that into left field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Charging around, the throw home is in time. Plenty of time to knock down Ryan Gasnick there. Sorry, Serge Gervais running for Gasnick. And he's cut down at the dish. So the Cobras strike for 6. Snake bitten no more is the home squad. They lead it 7-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. Stick with us through the break.
Leading off the 5th inning for the Anchors, first baseman number 6, Jacob Turner.
Yeah, welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the 5th inning. Cobras striking for 6 runs in that 4th. And can now ride Sean Silva's coattails all the way to the finish line. They're looking for a Wednesday night bid against the Fort Erie Cannons and the number 6 seed if they win tonight. Silva's been quality through 4, just the 2 hits against him so far tonight. And we had mentioned it had been about a half an hour since he threw his last pitch. That was a long inning. This one back up the middle, and it's going to slide through for a base hit. So Jacob Turner off the snide.
The third baseman, number 29, Dan Smith.
So Turner aboard, leadoff man. And Dan Smith comes to the plate now. 0 for 1. Or sorry, 1 for 1 is Dan Smith. He's got one of those 3 hits for the Anchors tonight. It's actually a long single, if I remember correctly. Anchors have some work to do if they want to climb back into this one. And it could start with that Jacob Turner single. Throw home from Silva is in there, strike 1. Smith coming in batting .238 on the season. He's got 4 RBI. Check on Turner at first. Silva goes home this time and misses outside. It's Smith and then Timlock. Dylan Guion if both of them reach. Popped into shallow left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Right in front of Colin Donnelly. First two men aboard for Thorold here in the 5th.
The fielder, number 26, Drew Timlock.
So everyone coming in now, including Stonewall Jackson for Sean Silva. This could be his curtain call. Either that or the Cobras are getting together to discuss what the game plan is with a couple runners on and nobody out. Wouldn't it be neat to see a triple play? Right, it would be cool to see a triple play, wouldn't it? Nothing but Anchors fans in this vicinity, but it would be neat to see that.
Yeah.
It's like we don't get enough baseball, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Toss down there. I think they got him. Ryan Gaznick just picked off from second base and got Jacob Turner over there. He was leading off way too far. Unfortunate circumstance there for the Anchors. They had something brewing there until that one.
This is stats.
Stats. Strikeout ratio is almost 2-1.
Eisner boots that one and throws it away into center field. And the Cobras are doing what the Cobras do.
50 strikeouts.
Measuring at the Thorold, Dylan Guion.
Dan Smith moves to third on the E3. Cobras were looking to end that inning with a 3-6-3 double play, perhaps, and instead, now they got 2 runners on and 1 out. So we're just saying goodbye to Dave White as he exits McMillan Park. We haven't seen Dave a whole lot this year. First pitch strike from Sean Silva. We're back in the action now. Runners are on the corners. There is one down. Shot into left field. Colin Donnelly tracking. He'll make the grab. Throw to the plate's going to be cut by Serge Gervais. They got him at second. No, they don't. Good heads-up play by Drew Timlock, to take second base. The first run comes across. It's a sac fly RBI for Dylan Guion. Make it 7-1 now.
Next hitter, number 37, Luis Rodriguez.
We'll update that banner for you. 7-1 now. Anchor's still way in the hole, but they'll try to get another run across here. This is Luis Rodriguez, 0 for 1 tonight. Comes in batting a .179 on the season. Despite the run, Silva's still dealing here in the 5th. That one fouled off from Luis, 1-1. Rodriguez grounded to second base his first time up. I was back in the 3rd inning. This is popped straight up and into center field. Corey Stewart's got to come a long way, and he makes the grab. So the Anchors get one back. They needed a hell of a lot more than that, though. 7-1 Cobras as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Stick with us through the break.
Fifth inning for the Cobras. Shortstop number 9, Tyler Wilson.
Well, welcome back, baseball fans. Bottom of the fifth. Cobras up 7-1 in this final game of the NDBA regular season. Thank you for joining us tonight. Still a little bit left to be decided here tonight. The winner of this one takes 6th place and will play the Fort Erie Cannons tomorrow night in Game 1 of the NDBA playoffs. We'll have that one for you live at 7:30 from Oaks Park, Fort Erie, if you'll join us for that one. Wouldn't count the Anchors out of this one just yet. I've seen them come back from quite a few deficits already this year. Make things interesting. In fact, you have to look back to just last week when the Welland Pioneers were in town. First pitch from Justin Vesio West in this 5th inning is a strike to Tyler Wilson. Wilson's 1 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a double. His double came back in the 2nd inning. Another good pitch there from Vesio West. Strike 2. Oh, 2 from Vesio West. Misses, but not sure where. 1-2. Wilson coming in is batting .308, which is highest amongst eligible batters on his team. We've mentioned the Cobras' defensive struggles on the broadcast a number of times over the last 7 days. Well, struggles no more. They put up 19 runs in the last 2 games to this point. Looking pretty good as we head into the first week of the NDBA playoffs, and OBAs are right around the corner. Doesn't matter what you do all of June and July. If you can make a run at it come the end of August. That one drops down 2-2. And ultimately, that's what a lot of these teams save up for. And a lot of the preamble, if you will, at the start of the season is really just to figure out what you got for the big dance. 2-2. Sorry, 3-2, I guess. Wilson moves to first base with a leadoff walk.
The first baseman, number 16, Joe Meisner.
There comes the first baseman, Joe Meisner. Meisner is 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk. He walked and scored back in the 4th inning. That's when the Cobras really cracked this game open. A 6-run 4th has them currently enjoying a 7-1 lead. All 7 runs credited to Kyle D'Angelo, the starting pitcher tonight. Knocked around again this year. Just wasn't the Kyle D'Angelo that we saw in 2022. That one drops in, and hard to say where that one missed again. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one. This is on the ground, right to Adam Bartlett, who fires across in time. 1 down.
Thank you for the offer. We'll see you later.
Right fielder, number 7, Brad Vaders.
So Meisner knocked down, and there's 1 out in the inning. This is the number 9 batter, Brad Vaders. 1 for 1 tonight. He came in as a pinch hitter in the 4th inning, and he's the one who cracked this game open, a 2-run double. Vaders through the right side, a base hit. Thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's going to get there. Brad Vaders trots into second with an RBI double, his 2nd extra base hit of the game. It's 8-1 Cobras.
The center fielder, number 8, Corey Stewart.
And it's funny too, at the start of this ball game when Cole Stewart was still in right field, I mentioned that this was the starting 9 that the Cobras needed on a nightly basis to perform well. Well, they proved me right. I also mentioned that Brad Vaders would have been an excellent complement to that lineup, and right twice. Vaders 2 for 2, a couple of doubles, 3 RBI. He's the catalyst in this lineup tonight. And he comes off the bench. So back to the top of the Cobras lineup. It's the 4th time through. And it's Corey Stewart, 1 for 3. RBI single. His last time up, that came against Kyle D'Angela. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner going. Popped up. This could be trouble, but it plops foul. Jacob Turner was charging hard from first base. I don't think he had a shot at that one. It was just flailing a little bit too far to my right side here. So Vaders has an inkling to go. Breaking ball from Vezio West, misses inside, 1-1. Cobras are going to do everything they can to pad that lead for Sean Silva the rest of the way. Flared foul from Stewart, and now he's down 1-2. It's been an up and down year for Vezio West. 3 of his first 4 appearances were quality appearances, and he's been knocked around quite a bit in his other 3. On the ground, Bartlett to third to try to get the quick out. That was ill-advised. It would have been a tough play to try to get the speedy Corey Stewart at
Number
first.
38, Colin Donnelly.
But he definitely didn't have a shot at Brad Vaders at third. He knew it as soon as he threw it, that wasn't the right play to make. Moving right along here in the 5th inning. We'll call that an E6. Hard to say if that one was a single. That was right to Adam Bartlett. May have been a different story if he made the throw. So Aaron McInnes is going to get the infield together here to talk about how to handle this situation now. 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Cobras have applied pressure against the defense all game. That was their 2nd error. Not out of the woods yet. They got to deal with Colin Donnelly. RBI single his last time up knocked Kyle D'Angela out of this ball game. Made the game 5-1 at that point. Runner going. Going down to 2nd. The runner comes home, and that one just flares into center field. Bartlett was there, but he didn't extend his glove out or even make a stab at it. So it's another error on the shortstop, Adam Bartlett. And it allows the 9th run to come across for the Cobras. So Donnelly bats now with a runner at 3rd base, still 1 out. That sails outside. Can't be too sure where this game got away from the anchors. It was 1-0 headed into the bottom of the fourth. Kyle D'Angelo walked the bases loaded. That could do it. Donnelly into center field. Youngblood's tracking, and he makes the grab. Tagging up Corey Stewart at third. He will score, make it 10-1 Cobras.
The catcher number 12, Ryan Gotchnik.
So sac fly RBI Colin Donnelly. Second RBI of the game for Colin. And the bases are now clear. This is Ryan Gaznick. Gaz is 2 for 2, single and a double. He's also walked and scored. Cranks that one into left field. On the move is Drew Timlock, and he makes an outstanding catch. Leaping and completely outreached. Drew Timlock with the play to cut down the Cobras in the bottom of the fifth. So they add on 3 more, lead it 10-1. Top 6 coming up. Stick with us through the break.
Sixth inning for the Anchors, center fielder number 52, Cole Youngblood.
Yeah, welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the 6th inning. Cobras firmly in control, 10-1, as we kick off this 6th frame. It's Cole Youngblood, Connor Gamble, and Adam Bartlett. They're the 3 due up for the Anchors in this half inning. Sean Silva still on the mound for the Cobras. He's got 69 pitches to this point. Nice.
Jason's turn.
Cut on and miss, strike 3. Silva deals with Youngblood in 3 pitches, 1 down.
Pinch hitting for the Anchors, number 50, Fuzz LaRock.
I love you. Say my name, say my name. You acting kind of shady.
So up comes Josh LaRock. Give me a little history. Where does that Fuzz nickname come from?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, okay. There you have it. Dubbed Fuzz by his teammates.
Do you know the origin card? Something to do with cops. Something to do with cops?
Yeah. Silva deals there. That one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to LaRock. Josh coming in batting .214 on the year. He's got 6 hits in 28 at-bats. On the ground, Steve Derry to his left just flicks over for the second out.
The shortstop, number 87, Adam Bartlett.
So there are quickly 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning, and Adam Bartlett 0 for 2 stands in. Speaking with Stonewall Jackson before the game, he did say that he wanted to win this one, and the goal was to not burn through his pitching. Well, Sean Silva, mission accomplished. This one popped to the right side. Coming on is Brad Vaders, who makes the catch and ends the inning. So Sean Silva gets through the 6th inning on just 6 pitches. Cobras lead 10-1. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, stick with us through the break.
Please, now pitching for the Anchors, number 94, Nick Schwab. This Anchors pitching change brought to you by Thorold Medical Pharmacy. Leading off the 6th inning for St. Catharines, third baseman number 33, Serge Gervais.
And thanks for hanging with us through the break, baseball fans. We got bottom 6, Cobras in control, 10-1. And can put this game away, actually, with 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. They got a new pitcher to handle. It's Nick Schwab. Schwab part of our promo art tonight on the left-hand side for the Thorold Anchors. And into the ball game. Deals inside there to Gervais, who's ahead 2-0. Cobras score 3. They will eclipse the 12-run Mercy rule. And I think we'll just about be ready to call it at that point. Give you the rundown on Schwab this year on the mound. He's pitched in 2 2/3 innings, actually. Not a lot of games. 3 games. This being his 4th. He's only allowed 1 earned run in those 2 2/3. It's good for a 2.62 ERA. It's a little bit concerning is the 6 walks he's given up in those 2 2/3. So if there's a shot down the left side, foul from Gervais. And the count is now 3-2. A lot of people tuning in to see how this one will wrap up. Imagine there's a couple Fort Erie Cannons watching right now. Probably a couple Beamsville Yellow Jackets as well. The winner of this one will move on to play Fort Erie tomorrow night. Leadoff walk to Gervais.
The pitcher, number 21, Sean Silva.
And you gotta wonder if Schwab coming out is the get me over the hill, get me out of this ball game pitcher. Don't want to waste anything else. You got a Friday night start in Beamsville. So here comes the pitcher, Sean Silva. Through 6 innings, he is cooked tonight. And he rips that one down the third base line, foul. Hot shot. So Schwab's got Silva 1-1. So Gervais hanging out over there right side at first base. Silva corks that one. Bartlett to second for 1. Gamble air mails the throw. Just a bad release point there from Connor Gamble. He sends that one into the upper deck. Oh, it's Bartlett over at second now. Oh, LaRock. It's LaRock over at second. That's right. He took over for Gamble in the second there. Yeah, that's right. So LaRock airmails the throw.
Pitching for St. Catharines, number 25, Chris Hapjan.
But the Anchors get the lead runner. There's 1 out. And now we got Chris Habjan pinch hitting for Steve Derry. Chris played on Saturday night and finished 1 for 4 with a walk. RBI double for Chris Habjan was his first hit in 2022. Not a lot of games for Chris though. This little dribbler out in front of the mound. They're going to call that one foul. So 1-1 to Chris Habjan. Playing in his first season as a Cobra, longtime member of the Rose City Thorns, now dubbed the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. He's even retired from the NDBA. Habjan cuts on that one and fouls it off, 1-2. Kyle D'Angelo knocked out of this game back in the 4th inning when the Cobras got to him for 6 runs. Justin Vezio West tied him over. And now we got Nick Schwab here in the 6th. But the damage is done. The Cobras lead it by 9. And the Anchors have nothing doing against Sean Silva. Stonewall Jackson saying he wanted his team to play better defensively tonight. Well, they come out showing. 1 error for them, and it's actually the unearned run. Good eye from Habjan as he lays off that one. It's 2-2. Now, the 1 run against Silva so far is unearned. So 2-2 to Habjan. That one drops down low again, full count. Sean Silva over at second base. Payoff pitch. Schwab steps off. And we'll reset. Loses him. Ball 4. So, Hadjan draws
Shortstop number 9, Tyler Wilson.
And we got runners at first and second now for Tyler Wilson. 1 for 2 is Tyler tonight. Cranked a double over the head of Tony Brown. That was back in the second. This is on the ground to the right side. Turner will go to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. Don't know if Josh LaRock was hesitant to make that throw again, or if...
Your first baseman number 16, Joe Meisner.
So once again, they get the runner on his way to second base. We've gotten 2 outs like that so far. And now there's runners on the corners for Joe Meisner. Meisner 0 for 2. He's the only Cobra tonight to not register a hit. So maybe Meisner looking to get in on this hit parade before the night comes to an end. Takes there for a strike. 1-1 to Joe Meisner. That one falls inside. The Cobras hadn't scored more than 10 runs in a game all season until Saturday night. And now they strike with back-to-back double-digit runs. Meisner takes up and in, and it's 3-1. Nick Schwab having a rough time up there so far. Couple of walks. He needs to throw strikes because the ground balls have been right to infielders, and it's generated the outs. There he loses Joe Meisner. It's his 3rd walk of the inning, and it loads the bases.
Right fielder number 7, Brad Vaders.
And this is a guy who you don't want to pitch to. You wanted to avoid this at all possible costs. Brad Vaders is 2 for 2 off the bench tonight. Couple of doubles, 3 RBI. Seeing the ball well tonight is Brad Vaders. He takes the first pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Up and away, sorry, ball 1. Two extra base hits for Vaders. Give him 4 on the year. On the ground. Josh LaRock will just flip to first base, and they got him. So Nick Schwab comes in and cleans up his mess. Loads the bases and gets out of the jam. Still 10-1 Cobras over the Anchors as we head to the 7th and final frame. Stick with us through the break.
Seventh inning for the Anchors. Right fielder number 25, Tony Brown.
Well, welcome back, NDBA fans. This is the final frame of the final game of the NDBA regular season. Thank you for joining us tonight on this Tuesday night from McMillan Park. Cobras lead the Anchors by the score of 10-1 and look very likely to move on to face Fort Erie tomorrow night. It's Wednesday night, 7:30 at Oaks Park. We will have that one for you live as well. It's going to be a whole week of NDBA streaming. Sean Silva's back out to finish what he started. It's a broken bat. Tony Brown shoots it on the ground to Steve Derry. Actually, it's no longer Steve Derry at second, is it? No, that's Chris Adjan over at second. He makes the play, one down.
The designated hitter number 13, Riley Gamble.
Comes Riley Gamble now, 0 for 2. Silva has had the performance of a season tonight. In fact, this is his best outing so far this year. Coming in, he'd only pitched 9 innings, so we didn't really know what we would get out of Sean Silva. How about 7 innings of 1-run ball? 4 hits, the runs unearned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Pretty good night for him overall. Popped up. Going back a few steps is Chris Habjan, and he makes the off-kilter grab. Actually, I don't think that's Chris Habjan out there.
The first baseman number 6, Jacob Turner.
I think Brad Vaders has moved into second base, and Habjan's going to be in the outfield. Yeah, that's the adjustment. No, you know what? That doesn't even look like Brad Peters at second. It's hard to see from here. I've got it. It is Habjan? Oh, okay, right on. So 2 down. Anchors down to their final out, and it's Jacob Turner. Both teams wanted to win coming into tonight. The Cobras' will was just a little bit greater. There's a shot into center field. Corey Stewart tracking, and he makes the catch to end the ball game. The Cobras come into McMillan Park and take it by storm. They take this one 10-1 the final.
Tonight's final score for the Cobras 10 and Anchors.
We'll let them sum it up.
Fans, thank you for support all season long. Have a safe trip home and good night. Playoffs will begin this week. Stay tuned to the team's social media for playoff scheduling.
And on behalf of myself, Corey LeBlanc, and everyone here at NDBA Senior, we thank you for joining us to this presentation of NDBA Game Day Live. It's our last regular season presentation. Join us tomorrow night when the Fort Erie Cannons take on the St. Catharines Cobras. We'll have that one for you live, 7:30 p.m. start. Until then, be safe. See you next time.